Hello, Zuko here.
Round 1. Fight.
Alright, so this is not something I've done before, but this is just kind of a hobby of mine to make characters on a game called Mugen. So I'm going to go ahead and give a rundown on my Zuko that I made. So the first thing is, as you can see, when he turns, his scar switches sides, so it becomes visible versus non-visible depending on the way he's standing. So if you're facing to the left, then you will see the scar. If you're facing to the right, you will not. So that's the first thing. He jumps with the C button. He guards with the B button, and his evasive move is the A button. We'll get to that in a second. For his attacks, the light attack is X. So you got neutral, you got up, down, and forward. And then if you light attack while you're running, you'll do a dash attack. So his neutral is just 3 jabs. His up is a palm strike. His down is a sword slash. And his forward is a straight kick. And his dash attack, he just jets forward with flames from his hands and feet. So then he has his heavy attacks. So heavy neutral is just a flame punch. Heavy up is a firewall. Heavy down is a flaming spin kick. And heavy forward is a flame kick. Then his range attack is with the C button. Oh, the heavy attacks are with the Y button, by the way. His heavy attack is with the Z button, which is a fireball, which is the same for in the air and on the ground. And then he charges with the start button, which he does his fire breathing to charge. So then he, for his evasive, it's a counter. So if you take damage while you're guarding, you will do a slash attack. Although you have to have control to do the slash attack. And then his super attacks are all you have to be holding. You have to be in the charging to do the super attacks. His first super is start plus X, which is the blue spirit combo. So he changes into the blue spirit, which I only had him change the head instead of his whole outfit, because we all know Zuko's the blue spirit. His second super is start plus Y, which is just a large flame burst. So he charges up by making 3 small flames and then combines them to make a big flame burst, which I tried to base it off of when he's training Aang and he attacks him in the hallway, but it ended up not looking like it, so I just made its own move anyway. And then his ultimate is a combo of attacks, which you want to do if you're close to the opponent, and it's the Dancing Dragon. So it's the 10 steps of the Dancing Dragon, all just comboed into each other, with flames added to them. And then you can also turn around if you're doing it. So you can turn around from any step, but you can only turn around once. So if the opponent in between attacks gets behind you, you can combo out of it, or you can move around and turn out of it. So those are his 3 super attacks, and then his aerial attacks. You've got air neutral, which is 2 flame kicks. He has air up, which is just a flame punch up, and then his air down is just a double kick with flame, which will propel you slightly upward away from the kick. So you can do it to add a little bit more time in the air, but not really enough to make it worth anything. So those are all with any of the buttons. So you don't have strong air and weak air. You just have air attacks. So X and Y do the same attacks. And then Z gives you the fireball, just like on the ground. And then in the air, if you press the A button, you'll get a quick dash forward, which is his air evasive. So it just really moves you forward. You're not invincible or anything, but it does it can help move you through the air. You can only do it once in the air, and it only goes forward. So if you're jumping forward, you can do the last boost to get over them. But if you're jumping backwards and you need to get back forward, it can dash you forward. So that's basically my Zuko. And then there's one other thing that I want to show real quick.
Hello, Zuko here.
Round 1. Fight.
So one other quick thing about Zuko is that his evasive is a little bit different. It's not just the counter with a sword slash. If you get hit with an electric type move, it redirects lightning. So it may not work with every character because I have a specific set of states I use for electric type moves. But if you play with any of my characters, then if they use an electric type move, then the counter will redirect the lightning instead of doing the slash attack. Just because I define some kind of way to fit one of Zuko's unique attacks into his moveset. So the last thing about Zuko is that he has 6 palettes. So the first palette is his normal colors, which is the Fire Kingdom. The second palette is the Earth Kingdom. So if you select Zuko with the Y button, you'll get Earth Kingdom. The third palette is Black and White, which is the Z button when you select him. The fourth palette is the Water Tribe colors, so if you want to use those, you select them with A. Fifth is the Air Nomad colors, which you select with B. And the last one is Monotone, which you select with C. So these are the 6 palettes for Zuko. So that's really all I got for the character. So hopefully you enjoy it. This is the first time I'm trying this video intro thing, so hopefully it works out.